To the world, Stephen Curry was not just a basketball player. He was the player. The man who had changed the very geometry of the NBA, the king of the three-pointer. But while fans cheered for his records, few knew about the victories he claimed beyond the court. Victories no camera captured. Victories of heart, of courage, of lifting others when the world wasn't watching. This is one of those victories. It was July 2018. The Warriors had just celebrated their third championship in 4 years. The confetti had barely settled. But for Steph, greatness wasn't just measured in trophies. At a Warriors community event in Oakland designed to support underprivileged schools, a middle-aged woman approached him nervously. She wore a faded blue dress and clutched a file folder to her chest like it held her entire world. "Mr. Curry," she began, her voice trembling. Steph smiled warmly. "Please, call me Steph." She took a breath. "I'm Principal Davis, from East Oakland Middle School. I'm here because I need help." Steph listened carefully. "It's about a student, Marcus." She opened the folder, revealing a photo of a shy black boy with oversized glasses and a Warriors hoodie that looked 3 sizes too big. "He's brilliant," she continued. "Math, science, he's already building small robots. But his family is homeless. His mother works 2 jobs. She's done everything she can. But they're about to be forced out of California." Steph felt a familiar weight settle on his shoulders. His mother's stories of his own childhood struggles rushed back. The late nights, the fear of not making it. "What do you need from me?" he asked gently. Principal Davis hesitated. "If Marcus could just meet you, it might give him hope, a reason to keep believing." Steph didn't hesitate. "Set it up. Tomorrow." The next day, at a modest community center, Steph arrived with no media entourage, no cameras, just himself, his wife Aisha, and a heart ready to listen. Marcus sat nervously at a plastic table, his hoodie's sleeves covering his hands. His mother, Carla, stood nearby, her eyes heavy with exhaustion but shining with hope. When Steph entered, Marcus's jaw dropped. "You're really Steph Curry?" Steph knelt to meet him at eye level. "I heard you're smarter than all of us put together." Marcus blushed. I guess." For 2 hours, they talked. Not about basketball, about science. Marcus shared his dream of becoming an engineer and building affordable water purification systems for homeless shelters. Steph was captivated. "This world needs your ideas, Marcus." As they parted, Steph handed Marcus a small package, a Warriors jersey signed with the words "Keep Building," a handwritten note, "Never stop believing. Great things take time. Steph." And privately, a scholarship offer covering tutoring and a future college fund. Marcus's mother cried quietly. Steph hugged her. This is just the beginning. Over the next year, Marcus thrived. His school reported skyrocketing grades. He became the leader of the robotics club. Steph occasionally checked in, always quietly through Principal Davis. But life had other plans. Carla, Marcus's mother, suffered a serious workplace injury. Her legs were crushed beneath collapsed shelving at a warehouse. Medical bills mounted, income stopped. One evening, Principal Davis called Steph. "Steph, they're facing eviction. Again." Steph closed his eyes. His own childhood memories surfaced, nights when his parents had wondered if they could afford rent. The weight of uncertainty. "I'll handle it," Steph said. But he also knew Marcus wouldn't accept charity. The boy had pride, the kind forged by struggle. So Steph worked with his foundation to cover the family's rent and medical bills, anonymously. Even Carla didn't know who had saved them. When Aisha questioned his secrecy, Steph smiled softly. Because this isn't about being seen, it's about doing what's right. By 2020, Marcus had developed a prototype for a low-cost, solar-powered water filtration system. It won local science fairs, then regional, then state. He was invited to the National Young Inventors Expo in Washington, D.C. But there was one problem. His mother's injury meant she couldn't travel, and Marcus wouldn't go alone. The school scrambled to find a chaperone. That night, Steph texted Principal Davis, "I'll take him." She thought it was a joke. It wasn't. 2 weeks later, Stephen Curry, the NBA's most famous face, boarded a commercial flight with Marcus and 3 other students. No media, no announcements, just Steph, wearing a hoodie and baseball cap, blending in. On the flight, Marcus leaned over. "Steph, why are you doing all this?" Steph replied, "Because someone once did it for me, and because someday you'll do it for someone else. Marcus nodded, a weight lifting from his young shoulders. At the expo, Marcus's project dazzled judges. His invention had the potential to change thousands of lives. When he was announced as the winner, the crowd erupted. As Marcus took the stage, he looked out and saw Steph, smiling like a proud brother. "I want to thank my mother," Marcus began, "and a mentor who taught me that even when no one's watching, you can make the biggest difference." He pointed to Steph. The applause grew deafening. Photos leaked. Steph Curry spotted at the National Young Inventors Expo with a young student. Journalists speculated, is Curry mentoring young inventors? NBA superstar's secret trip raises eyebrows. But every time reporters asked, Steph said the same thing. No comment. This is Marcus's story. In the years that followed, Marcus graduated high school with honors. He received full scholarships from multiple universities. His water filtration design was adopted by several shelters in California. He became a symbol of resilience and innovation. And behind every milestone stood the quiet hand of Stephen Curry. Epilogue: The Greatest Victory. In 2025, during a special segment titled Legends Beyond the Game, Steph was asked, "What's your proudest achievement?" Most expected him to mention championships, MVP titles, or record-breaking shots. Steph paused, smiled. "There's a young man out there making clean water accessible to people who need it most. Not because of me, but because someone once told him to never stop believing. That's my greatest win." Because sometimes the biggest shots aren't the ones taken on the court. They're the ones that help someone else rise. And that is the true definition of a champion.